So I'm going to do a little morning flow with you today. You don't really need any props, but if you happen to have a couple of blocks handy, just in case, go ahead and grab your mat, and get ready to join me for a morning flow. Okay, so we're going to start off just in a hands and knees position. So hands will be about under the shoulders, or a little bit up in front if you tend to feel a little pressure onto the wrists. Spread your fingers nice and wide and press down into each finger pad so you really feel that sense of connection down through your fingers. Feel your knuckles connect down into the earth as well. And the thumb of the first finger, press a little bit stronger so you can feel the action to the inner part of the arm rather than dumping the weight to the outside of the hand. Knees are about under the hips, about hip distance apart. And then just reach the crown of the head forward. Feel the sitting bones extend back. And draw your mid-ribs up and in, so you just feel that neutral spine position. Breathe into the belly. Just find those calm, neutral breaths into the belly. And then start to take a breath in as you lift the tailbone, drop the belly, draw the chest forward through, start to lift the gaze. Looking forward, lifting the chin, gently stretching the front of the throat. As you exhale, begin to round out through the lower back, middle back, upper back. Press the hips forward towards your armpit. So you feel this gentle burning through the lower belly. Inhale to come back through to a neutral position. And we'll do that a couple more times. So just in your own pace, following along to the rhythm of your own breath. Okay, let your next one be your last one. And then pausing in the neutral space. So just allow yourself to move in some way that feels good for you. So maybe you tip over to one side and then the other, or drop one hip down, stretching into the side of the leg muscle. Over to the other side. Maybe you can make little rotations. You move into the wrists in different kind of ways. And then gently turn your hands around to face towards you, fingertips pointing towards you. Just walk your knees up a little bit closer towards your hands, and then sink the weight back as far as you can. So you just stretch into the back of the wrist, back of the arms. Take a couple breaths here. And gently turn your hands back around. If you feel like you need to get a little rotation out, do so. Place them back under the shoulders, place the knees back under the hips. And then we're going to set for a downward facing dog. So tucking the toes under. Lift the knees about an inch away from the ground. And just hold there. Feel the even sense of weight through your hands, through your toes. So you're just evenly balanced. And if you like, you can do a little tip forward and back. Just warming up a little bit more into the wrists. And just a little bit of core work as well. So take your time with it. You might feel a little heat building. And then pause in the center, begin to press the hands forward and away to set the hips high into your downward facing dog. Keep a bend in your knees for your first downward facing dog. And then just start to drop your right heel towards the ground, stretching into the back of your right calf muscle and right thigh. Breathe into the belly. And then swap it out. So lower your left heel to the ground. Stretching into the back of that leg, left leg, breathing in and out. And then just alternate. So as you breathe in, lifting up, and as you exhale, lowering down. Okay, gently lower the knees all the way to the ground. And then take your big toes to touch. Maybe take the knees out as wide as your mat. Sink the hips all the way back into your child's pose. Relax your shoulders, head, neck. Breathe into the belly. Gently come all the way back up through to your tabletop position, and then we make our way back into our downward facing dog. Tuck toes under, send hips high, downward facing dog. Feet should be about hip distance apart, and you're pressing the ground forward and away from the arms, relaxing the shoulders away from the knees. Take a right leg into the air, that feels okay. Press through the heel, press the ground away through the hands. And you're reaching the heel towards the wall behind. And then lift a little bit higher. Maybe start to bend out through the knees so you feel this nice stretch from the front of your right hip flexor. Couple breaths here. Okay, you can stay here, or if you like, see if you can draw that right knee forward to the outside of your right elbow. Keep it nice and high and stable and strong. And then send that leg all the way back. Take the knee in the direction of your forehead, wrap it into the upper back space and draw it forward through. And then send it all the way back. Okay, we're going to do one more of those. Bend the knee, take it across the body this time, over to your left elbow, keep it nice and high. And then send it all the way back. Okay, from there, draw the knee underneath you. So you can step it through in between the hands. You can help it out if you need. The back knee will lower to the ground. If you feel like you need extra padding for the back knee, fold over your mat. You should be about over the ankle. And then we're just going to take the hands onto the knee. And you kind of lift up, press the hips forward, relax the shoulders away from the ears, reach to the crown of the head. If that feels okay, take the arms out to the side, reaching up. Interlace the fingers. Press up through the palms of the hands, you're stretching out through the spine. Breathing in that. Okay. Gently lower your right hand all the way down. You're going to keep lifting through the left hand as you tip over to the right hand side. Press down through the palm of your right hand. So you're stretching the shoulder away from you. Feeling a deep stretch into the psoas. Large muscle that connects the upper body and the lower body. Inhale back up through to center, reach the arms. Lower the hands down, framing the front foot. And then you can fold that mat back over and send the right leg all the way back in that opening up. And then gently release. So we'll do the same on the other side. As you breathe in, lift the left leg to the air. Press through the hands, pressing through the heels, stretching out through your body. Lift the leg higher, bend the knee, open up. Couple breaths here. Take that knee to the outside of your left elbow. So you have to shift forward, coming high up onto the back toes. And then send the leg all the way back. Bend the knee, take it towards your forehead. Round the upper back face. And send it all the way back. Bend the knee, take it to the outside of your right elbow. And send it all the way back. And then step the foot all the way forward and through in between the hands. So again, you need to fold over the mat. First, placing the hands onto your knee, so you feel that stability. Slightly press the hips forward so you feel a stretch. Relax the shoulders. Stay, or take the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers in the opposite way, so the way that feels less natural. And then press out through the palms of the hands. Release the left hand down as you lift through the right arm and tip over to the left hand side. Try to keep stable through the hips. Breathing. You should feel that right along here. Inhale back up through to center, and then lower the hands down. Adjust your mat, and send the leg all the way back and up. And release. Okay, take your gaze to look forward and just start to walk your feet nice and slow so you feel each foot as it arrives onto the ground. So you make your way all the way to your hands. Okay, Take a breath in when you out, up onto your fingertips or take the hands onto your shins, reaching through the crown of the head. Try to get the spine nice and long. And then as you exhale, allow yourself to fold a little bit deeper. Take a bend into your knees so you can bring your chest right onto your thighs. And then the forehead softens in the direction of your shins. Let's press the hips forward so you feel your core engage. And slowly start to roll yourself up through to standing. I hope I'm still in shot. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, lengthening through the spine. Interlace the fingers, press up through the arms, so you're stretching through the spine. Okay, we're going to tip this way. So we're going to lift up through the left ribs and tip over to the right hand side. A little side bend. Inhale back through to the center, and lift and tip to the left. Inhale back through to the center, and then gently release the hands in front of the chest. Come right up to the top of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch and heels slightly apart, or half the feet above hip distance apart if that feels better. Okay, from there, take the palms to touch as you breathe and lift the arms and length through the body. As you exhale, fold the body forward, bend the knees, chest to thigh, forehead to touch. Inhale, lift the gaze, look up, flat back. Plant the hands down, step your right foot back. Lower the back knee to the ground. Keep the toes tucked under, reach the arms forward and lift up. Nice. Exhale, lower the hands in front of the chest. And then we're going to twist to the left. So feel this movement initiate from your belly, then your ribs, then your chest, then your shoulders. So you still feel this sense of opening, right? From there, maybe you can hook the right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Take a couple breaths here. Try to get your elbows to stack one over the other. And you can stay, or option to lift the back knee away from the ground. You want to keep lifting through the front of your right thigh and pressing back through your right heel. Keep rotating through the torso rather than torquing yourself with your arms. Okay. Gently lower the back knee to the ground. Lift the elbow away from the knee and then twist back in the same way you came. Belly, ribs, chest, shoulders. Lower both hands all the way down. And then step back to a plank position. Press the hips back down and facing up. Take your gaze a little forward and then step one foot forward and bring the other foot to join. Take a breath in and lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, fold the body forward, chest to thighs, forehead to shin. Press the hips forward, take the arms out to the side through center, lifting all the way up, breathing. Exhale, the hands in front of the chest. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Exhale, fold the body forward, chest to thighs, forehead to shins. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Plant the hands down, step the left foot back, drop the back knee, press the hips forward, rise up. Palms come to touch in front of the chest. And then again, feel the belly, then the ribs, then the chest, twisting to the right. Stay, or hook the elbow to the outside of the knee. Make sure you're rotating through the chest. Stacking elbows. Stay, or lift the back leg away from the ground, press back through that heel, lifting to the inner thigh. Lower the back knee to the ground, lift the elbows, and twist back through to center, belly, ribs, chest, shoulder. Lower both hands down, stepping back into a plank position or kneeling back. Press the ground away, lift up, down, facing low. Palm breaths into the belly, relax the belly, relax the face, give the head a little nod from side to side, make sure everything feels good. And then take your gaze to look forward. One foot forward, step the other foot forward. Little breath in. Exhale to fold forward. Press the hips forward, lift all the way up and everything upwards. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Okay, we're going to set up for a Trikonasana, triangle pose. So bring the big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. And we're going to start by stepping the right foot back, just about a meter. not too far apart. And then you kind of draw your left hip back. Press down into the ball edge of your big toe. Lift through your kneecaps, you feel a quad engage, and extend forward through your left hand, reaching as far forward as you can. And then just allow the arm to arrive wherever it comes to on your legs. So this might be low down, or a little bit higher up. Try to find space. Feel as though the torso is rotating open towards the ceiling, collarbone curl, and then extend out through that top arm. Feel a sense of length through the tailbone, almost like you're curling it under. So the spine is lengthening, shoulders broadening, strengthening both legs. Neck is relaxed, so if you need to look down, that might feel better, or look up. And then use your core muscles to lift you all the way back up through. Okay, turn your left toes to point forward, take the arms up and over the head. Nice. And then lower the hands all the way down from the chest. Start to fold the body forward, take the hands onto the hips. Reach the crown of the head forward so you come about halfway down. Draw the midribs up and in, so you're lengthening through the spine. And then exhale, lower the hands all the way down to the ground for a forward fold. Take your heels a little bit wider. Grip the elbows in, allowing for it to move in the direction of the ground. If you like, you can step your feet out wider, if that feels better. And then inhale, lift, look forward. Place your left hand just underneath your face. And take your right hand onto your lower back. Press down into your left hand as you rotate the shoulder slightly inwards. Keep rotating. And then extend out through the right arm. So you're going to twist. Hips stay level. Try to rotate through your chest. Keeping the hips neutral. And maybe look up towards that top arm. Gently release to the other side, swapping out where the right hand where the left hand was. Hand onto your sacrum, make sure it's level, press down, rotate in, and you're twisting to the torso. And gently release. Okay, walk your hands all the way back to face the front of your mat. Turning your toes around to face forward, and then step forward. Take a breath in, and exhale, forward fold. Press the hips forward, all the way up. Breathing in, gathering in. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. We'll do the other side. Big toes touching, go slightly apart. And then we're going to step the left foot back this time, so you're about a meter apart, not too long. Draw that hip in towards you, so you extend forward, reaching to the right arm this time. Take it wherever it arrives. Rotate the shoulder inwards, length through the spine, chest opening. Keep pressing into that back foot as well. Keep pressing down to the inside of your right foot, big toe pressing into the ground. Spine lengthening. And then lift all the way up using your core muscles to do so. Hands up to your chest. Hips. Turn your toes to face forward, feel slightly high. Take a breath in to lengthen and exhale to fold body forward. Keep the hand onto the hips this time. And then slide the hands down towards your feet, your ankles, or wherever they come to you. Allow the elbows to be soft as you draw the shoulders up onto the spine and allow the head to fold forward. Tip the weight forward into your toes rather than leaning back into your heels. Take a couple of breaths here. And then gently start to lift all the way back up, lengthening through the crown of the head. Place the hands down and walk yourself over to the face towards the front of the mat. This time step the right foot back. Drop the knees all the way to the ground and sink the hips back. Keep the toes touched under, so we just do a little toe stretch here. Take a couple of breaths in and out, maybe taking the fingertips to touch. So we're stretching into the plantar fascia muscle at the back of the foot, relaxing shoulders. You might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but just stay with it for a few breaths. And then gently release. Take the hand all the way down to the ground. You might like to give your feet a little power. Letting the blood flow back in. And then skip the hips back. Okay. Extend the legs out in front. Okay, Dandasana. So you're going to go like this. So you're pressing the legs into the ground as you flex the toes towards you. Hands are by your side. If you have shorter arms in relation to your torso, you might like to grab your blocks and take them by the side. So I have to bend the elbows a little bit to do that, so we'll do that. So hands by the side. And then you're simply softening the ribs inwards. Try to reach to the crown of the head. So you just feel this nice sense of length through the spine as you press actively into the ground through your legs. We'll take a couple of breaths here. So it looks really simple, but it really helps to build strength through your postural muscles. Calm the breath. Yes, and then gently start to bend the knees. Take the hands under your knees. Again, chin to this lower back space. Start to walk your toes in towards you, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Keep lifting up and out of that lower back space. Lift through your chest so it's rising. And then you start to tip back. And maybe the toes go back around and maybe you start to lift the feet. To be parallel to the ground. Yes. And then if that feels okay, you can extend the arms forward. And you're just hanging out here for a few breaths. Chins in, neck as well. Maybe the legs start to straighten or they stay bent as you need. And then gently start to release down. Maybe lift back up one more time. Gently lower down. Lifting up. And lower down. Lifting up. And lower down. Wrap your arms around the knees. Take a breath in. Lift the chin towards the ceiling, so you gently stretch the front of the throat. And then you exhale, allow the forehead to soften down in the direction of your knees, so you're stretching into the back of the neck. Lift the gaze back through to center. Take the soles of your feet to touch, so your knees will go wide. Catch hold of the outer edges of your feet. And then, just going to press into the inner arch of the foot, just little pressure points along the inner edge of the foot. So just giving yourself a little foot massage, essentially. Okay. You find any little tender points, just pressing a little bit extra time into them. This is the reflex point for the spine, reflexology. So give yourself a little reflexology treatment. Okay, take a breath in, lift through the crown of the head, spine is lengthening. And then use the arms to gently press the inner thighs down as you start to draw the chest forward and through. Now we're looking for more length through the spine rather than coming forward. So wherever you come to, we're just going to take a couple of breaths here. You might notice yourself getting a little bit deeper in the pose as you deepen the breath and take a little bit more time. Gently start to lift all the way back up. Back of the neck lifts towards the ceiling first as you come back through. Gather the outer edges of your knees and draw them towards one another. And then extend the legs out in front. Okay, we're going to go to the ground very slowly, so make sure there's enough mat behind you. Reach the arms forward and slowly start to lower yourself down to the ground. Okay, we're going to finish with the supine twist. So just draw your right knee in towards you, hug it in towards you. Creating a little bit of space, breathing into the belly. Feel the belly expand towards the leg and soften the leg. And then you just take your right knee and direct it over to the left hand side. You can keep the left hand placed onto the knee and then extend your right arm onto the side. Try to ground through your right shoulder as much as possible. So you feel this rotation all the way up through the spine. Spinal twist. Take a few rounds of breath here, allowing the back to deepen, soften. Notice where you feel it. And then gently bring the knee back through to center. Hug it in. See if you can catch hold of the outer edge of your foot, the leg, the arms to the inner side of your leg for a half happy baby. Okay, just opening out through the hamstring a little bit. Breathing out. And then gently release your right leg away. Draw your left knee and hug it in first. Breathe into the belly. Let the belly expand towards the leg. And then you're directing that left knee over to right hand side, extending out through the left. And then gently back through to center, hug that knee in again. So you can see if you can catch hold of the outside of the foot. You can also hold the knee if it's more accessible. A couple breaths here, so the foot reaches upwards. Front to the thighs, softens towards the ground. And then gently release. So just give yourself a little wiggle. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Allow the head to tip from side to side. Find a perfect center point. Grab a blanket if you need. Just take a few moments here in our final resting pose, Shavasana, just to allow the body to settle and to just absorb the benefits of all the beautiful movements that you've just done. Allow the breath to deepen, the eyes to close. You can just feel the nervous system starting to calm, settle. Notice the flow of energy to the body, how it changes and shifts. To come out of this, just bend the knees, but you're also welcome to stay as long as you like. Tip over onto one side, gently press yourself all the way up through to ceiling. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice this morning. I hope you got some benefit from it. Remember that you are your own greatest teacher. Always listen to your body. Thank you so much for joining me. Respect, honor, gratitude. Namaste.